Hi guys, I want to spend some time explaining forechecking, and hopefully you get a good understanding of what our forecheck is. A good definition of a forecheck is an organized attempt to gain puck possession in the offensive zone. So these green stars represent the other team, and they're in our offensive zone. So they have possession of the puck, and we want that possession so we can score on this goal. So forechecking can happen in the neutral zone, but most of the time we refer to it, we're going to talk about forechecking in the offensive zone because they have possession of the puck and we want it. In general, at all levels up through the NHL, forecheckers are often referred to as Fs. So when you hear F1, F2, F3, we're referring to forecheckers, not to be confused with forward number one or forward two. Generally put, for us to understand this, forechecking usually refers to our forwards, and the first forward into the zone, crossing the blue line, is F1. Another way to think about it is the player closest to the puck for us is going to be F1. The second player into the zone is F2, and then the third player into the zone is F3. And then obviously we have our defensive players who usually play closer to the blue line. So for the purpose of our team, our forecheck is going to be a 1-2-2 forecheck. What that means is we are putting one player on the puck. So F1 is always going to go to the puck or he's attacking the puck carrier. The second forechecker is going to stay up high in the zone and he's going to be above the forwards that the breakout pass is trying to go to. So the other team is trying to make a breakout pass to these players. F2 and F3 are going to stay on top of them. By rule, we're going to say 1 foot above where they're standing. So if this green star comes up higher, F2 needs to compensate by being above him, at least a foot above him. Some teams, just to give you context, some teams will run what's called a 2-1-2 forecheck. So their coaches may say we are putting 2 on the puck. F1 and F2 go on the puck, and then F3 stays high to anticipate where this breakout pass is coming. So there's a lot of variations of forechecks. For the purpose of our team, we are running what's called a 1-2-2 forecheck with 1 on the puck and 2 players up high. The way that we are going to understand this together, it's going to sound funny at first, but we're going to use animal names to understand which forechecker is who. We are going to call our F1 or the first player into the zone a falcon. Now, why we call him a falcon, this is a peregrine falcon. 200 miles an hour. Peregrine falcons, when they hunt, if they see something, they attack it as fast as they possibly can. So our falcon is going to be our F1. Their job is to go directly at the puck as fast as their legs can carry them. In a perfect world, they attack this usually defenseman behind the net, and they make him stop his feet. So we want to make him escape away and tie him to the boards or get him to stop moving. If not getting him to stop moving, we want to force him to try to make this pass to the sideboards. We want to take away the middle of the ice as much as possible. So your attack is going to be from the inside out, and you're always going to try to force him to the corners. Now that's F1. He's the falcon. Our F2, we're going to call him a fox. And F3, we're going to call him a fox. So falcon, fox, fox. Now, what we know about foxes is they don't chase their prey very much. Foxes often wait, and they wait quietly, and they wait patiently. And as soon as they see their prey, they pounce on it. So for our F2, if you look at where F2 is positioned, he's positioned in between. Usually this is a wing, and usually this is a center. So he's splitting the difference between the two of them. He wants to stay there because he's anticipating when this puck comes, when the puck comes up the sideboards to this pass, he wants to be in a good position where he can attack it and pounce on it as quick as he possibly can. But because we don't know where the puck is going, it could go to the wing, it could go to the center. We want to stay in between these two players. Now, the rule for this fox is to wait, stay above this forward, and as soon as we feel this pass is going to come, we don't want to wait until it already gets there. We want to anticipate when it comes, and as soon as it comes, we attack the sideboards as hard as we can. Now, F3 is going to do the same thing, but if you see where he's positioned, it's between the center and usually the weak side wing. So in this scenario, this puck is much more likely to go to the center, or it's going to be rung around the boards to the weak side wing. So he's going to position himself maybe a little bit closer to the center, but again, because he's a fox, he anticipates. He waits to see where this pass is going to happen. If it's rung around the boards, he can take an angle all the way over to the boards. What we really don't want to happen is we get too excited and we see our partner down here. He's battling down below and we want to help him. Now, if this fox gets down too low and this fox gets down too low and they make one breakout pass by us, you can see this now. They have 1, 2, 3 players leaving the zone compared to our 2 defending. So automatically from a breakout pass, they've created a 3-on-2. So we want to stay above these forwards. So when this pass is made, we either take it away or we attack the puck and keep it in our offensive zone. Something I want to talk about here is part of the game. One of the tricky parts of the game is you're always having to think, am I on offense or am I forechecking? And often there's a very small distinction between the two. So if you look down here, we do not have the puck. So this now becomes a forechecking situation. They have the puck. The person closest to the puck becomes our Falcon. F1, attack the puck. Now F2 and F3 are going to move back. They're going to settle themselves back until we get solid possession. Now say hypothetically this Falcon takes the puck. Now we've taken it away from them. We are in solid possession offensively. Now this is no longer a fox. This becomes an offensive player. So he's no longer in this high position. He's going to want to get into an offensive position where he can support his teammate. This other fox, again, is not forechecking anymore. He becomes an offensive player. So now we're on offense. Now if we do the opposite and we say this defensive player comes and takes the puck from us. Now, because this person's closest, they become F1. Now the green, the other team has the puck. We now become forecheckers. Now this fox has to recognize we've lost possession of the puck. My teammate is helping to forecheck it. I need to move from a posture of offense back to forechecking. This fox in front of the net used to be on offense. He recognizes we're not on offense anymore. He slides back into a position of forechecking. And this may happen multiple times while you're in the zone. Am I on offense or am I forechecking? So always recognize who's on the puck. That is F1. He becomes Falcon. Who is off the puck and closer, he becomes F2. He slides back. And who's furthest from the puck becomes F3.